How narcissistic abuse hijacks the gate. In healthy relationships, your brain's safety system, what MPIT calls the gate, opens and closes naturally. When someone loves you, the gate opens. You feel calm, connected, and real. When something stressful happens, it narrows for a while and then reopens when safety returns. In narcissistic abuse, that rhythm is broken. The gate doesn't open and close in response to reality. It opens for illusion and closes for truth. And it starts the moment you are idealized. Idealization, the moment the gate splits. At first, being idealized feels intoxicating, euphoric. The narcissist mirrors your best qualities back to you: admiration, deep attention, promises of shared purpose. Your brain reads this as perfect safety. Oxytocin and dopamine flood your system. The gate opens fully. You feel seen, chosen, alive. But here's the paradox: to be idealized is to be annihilated, because you're no longer being loved as you, but as an image. Your system senses something wrong, a gap between what's felt and what's real, and the gate begins to flicker. One part of you feels euphoric, the other feels exposed. The flicker is the first sign of collapse. Paranoid anxiety, the gate in overdrive. Your nervous system can't stabilize between being adored and feeling unseen. The gate starts opening and closing too quickly, like a light switch flickering. You experience this as anxiety, overthinking, and hypervigilance. What if they change your mind? What if I do something wrong? How do I keep this connection? This isn't insecurity, it's your brain trying to locate reality. The more you try to calm yourself by being perfect, the more the gate destabilizes. You are now living in what MPIT calls anticipatory stress, constant preparation for loss. Adjustment, building the survival self. To cope, your system builds a false self casing, a version of you that can survive inside the illusion. You start saying what they want to hear, shaping your tone, your clothes, even your opinions. Each adjustment buys temporary peace, but costs authenticity. You stop feeling real. The gate now opens for performance and closes for truth. Your body feels trapped in high alert while your mind insists you're being loved. That tension, living two contradictory realities at once, is the start of collapse. Devaluation, when the gate freezes. When the narcissist begins to withdraw or criticize, your survival self goes into overdrive. You try harder, give more, explain more, but nothing works because the illusion was never about you. The gate starts to close more often, first to block pain, then to block awareness. You stop trusting your feelings. You focus entirely on them. This is when disassociation begins, not as choice, but as necessity. The final hijack: palindromic speech, entrainment, and confabulation. By the later stages of the relationship, the abuser no longer needs to argue or persuade. They've already trained your system to mirror theirs. This is the final hijack, when your mind begins running their script automatically. Palindromic speech, the echo loop. You start to notice that your words and theirs have begun to sound the same. Phrases you once used freely now come back to you reversed, stripped of meaning, or turned against you. You say, I feel unseen, and they say, you're the one who doesn't see me. Every sentence is reflected back, not for understanding, but to erase origin. Your brain can't resolve the reflection, it keeps searching for coherence. This constant cognitive spinning destabilizes the gate. Reality begins to fold in on itself, and you start doubting your own sequence of thought. It's not manipulation in the theatrical sense, it's palindromic mirroring that neutralizes difference. Entrainment, the nervous system sync. By now, your rhythm matches theirs. Their pauses, their tone, even their breathing set the tempo of your body. You wait for cues before speaking, anticipate their moods before they shift. This is entrainment, the physical syncing of two nervous systems, but only one is leading. Because your gate is trying to stabilize connection at any cost, it treats that synchrony as safety. In truth, it's submission. Your natural timing, your laughter, your intuition, your rest is replaced by theirs. You stop existing in your own tempo. Confabulation, the rewriting of reality. Once the reflection and the rhythm are in place, confabulation begins. Moments are subtly rewritten as they happen. Facts are inverted, motives reassigned, outcomes re narrated. You find yourself agreeing to versions of events that never occurred because contradiction now feels dangerous. The brain's storytelling function, which usually keeps your life coherent, becomes co opted. It edits memory to preserve attachment, not truth. This is when survivors often say, I can't tell what's real anymore. They're not exaggerating. Their internal narrator has been retrained to match an external one. What this means, at this stage, the gate is fully hijacked. It no longer opens or closes according to inner truth. It opens to their voice and closes to your own. You may appear calm, compliant, or even grateful, but inside there's nothing left to negotiate with. This is the point of near complete disassociation. Your system has chosen the illusion of harmony over the pain of autonomy. Collapse, when the gate shuts down. After enough cycles of idealization, fear, and confusion, your system burns out. You stop reacting. You can't feel love, anger, or joy, just emptiness. This is collapse. The gate closes completely to protect you from the unending shock of contradiction. You're alive but not present. Your body runs on survival reflexes while your mind drifts somewhere else. It's not weakness, it's self preservation. Your system has chosen silence over annihilation. The aftermath, living in the false reality. Even after the relationship ends, the false casing stays active. You keep adjusting to others, scanning for danger, doubting your perception. It's because your gate has learned that being authentic equals unsafe, that conditioning doesn't fade quickly. The brain has to relearn that truth won't destroy you. Reopening the gate. The gate begins to reopen when you are seen without performance. You tell the truth and the world doesn't collapse. Someone stays calm when you express pain. You stop chasing permission to exist. At first, it feels unnatural, even terrifying. That's because your system equated calm with danger for too long. But each moment you stay present through the discomfort, you rewrite the code. The new reality. As the gate steadies, your body starts believing what your mind already knows. You're safe, real, and enough. The false self softens, and authentic feeling returns. Not the highs and lows of idealization, but a steady sense of self. You don't have to be perfect to be loved anymore. You just have to be real. And that's what the gate was protecting all along. The part of you that never stopped existing, only went into hiding to survive.